Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So LSU's offense making their way on the field today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build-up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The Wildcats offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
The gain moves the ball to a 34. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Hold open. Holding penalties. The ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Second down after that previous play. And he's got it again. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 in the first possession. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's looking to scramble. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz here. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Davis.
Please.
It's a short completion to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The back's got it again.
Yes.
And the offense going backwards in that play. Defense makes a stop to wrap up the 1st quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Morris. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend.
Can he reach the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially. The speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. The game makes it second and medium. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And the sophomore making an impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it.
No. Thank you.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
They stop him, but it's a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Arizona.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The offense sets up in scoring position with it, and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score Arizona 14, LSU 10.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
Oh, my God.
Brown down the middle. It's close. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
It was a great completion here. The quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
That's really it's Gutierrez. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Gutierrez.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course,
no
touchdown. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. That's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looking to throw, it's Davis. Quick catch over the middle. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made over the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's looking deep here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Finds his man. It's Gutierrez. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half has ended.
Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half is a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. They're 0 for 2 on previous fourth down attempts. We'll see if the third time's a charm. Dropping back, it's Davis. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short on the +27. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point puts him in front by 1. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a sack? And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Chris, we always talk about adjustments being made at halftime, and this offense clearly needed to make adjustments, but what they're trying here early in the second half is not working.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. When they bring him down, that's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's 1st down and 10.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Here's the second down play.
What? There you go. Sit right. Oh, the queso.
And he drops back in the gun. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. Well, Kirk, Arizona has the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts them in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. 1st down here for this offense. And now the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter. Critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
First down play call.
Yeah, you got the last one. So I don't think. Oh, she does. I would say don't shoot. She's gonna get eat it.
Hands it off, and they'll stop him after a short gain.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. They'll work the clock here with the running game. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
A timeout is called. We'll talk some strategy on this very important drive. He hands it off from the gun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Touchdown, Arizona. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now they'll try to tack on the BAT late in this close game. The extra point up and good, so the lead now is 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Pop over the middle. It's Gutierrez. They move the 6th, but hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. There's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
It's a quick grab. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's hit as he throws it. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Back to pass. It's Davis. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal. They play this right. They can pretty much put the game on ice. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue.